you know, we're here also not only on today for Show Up, Stand Up, but today is Veterans Visibility Day. Are there any veterans in this crowd? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Woo! And those standing next to those veterans, I ask you right now to tip your hat and shake their hand to those folks who day in, day out have fought so hard, given so much for our state and our country. Veterans, stand up proudly. You know, a couple of weeks ago when we decided to throw this rally together, we called it a Show Up, Stand Up rally. This week, yesterday, when I was in church, I think I was praying to the good Lord, asking him, Bishop, if he'd make sure that he'd make everybody have safe travels here. But I think he misunderstood me. I think he thought I said, Snow Up, Stand Up rally. But it's good, and oh, it's cold. It is cold here today. But it has not chilled my heart, nor has it weakened our spirit. And it inspires me and the men and women out here, and the men and women in that hall, and the men and women throughout this state to know that you care enough to be here today to care about the people and the direction of our great state of West Virginia. And as we're here today, I ask you to not only be respectful to the veterans who are here, but be respectful to the state police, the officers, and other public servants who are here today to try to maintain order. Be respectful not only to them, to their directions, but also to the legislators who are here. This is not a mob, this is a rally. This is to have your voices heard. Because there's a couple things politicians are, remember. Your voice and your vote. Now, I can't change a darn thing about what happened last November. I can't. The votes are passed. There's going to be votes cast on this floor. I don't know that we're going to win many of those. But your voices every day has to be heard, not only today, but every day in your communities. That the people that feel that the agenda that's being pushed is radical and wrong for the people of the state of West Virginia. When they're hurting you, when they're reducing your wages, when they're asking for introducing legislation to give you the right to work for less, that's wrong. When they're talking about changing our education system. And I always thought education was about the 3 R's, reading, writing, arithmetic. To me, what I see coming out of the agenda is radical, reckless, and wrong for our children, for our teachers, and for our school service personnel. As we stand here and we look over this river, I don't have to remind you that last year we were down here and couldn't even take a drink out of that river. And now they're introducing a bill to reduce our water quality that is so extreme and so radical that Freedom Industries itself would be exempt from the bill they introduced. That's wrong. With coal miners, do I have to remind you of Sago, Aracoma, Upper Big Branch? And yet they introduce legislation under something feels good, but ain't good. Provide Jobs and Safety Act. I don't think there'll be any jobs, and I know darn well the safety won't be there because it's a step backward. When we in this state are stepping back and watering down and reducing mine safety, that, ladies and gentlemen, is wrong. You know, they want to do drug testing for workers. 2 or 3 days ago last week, we were out downstairs in front of a bunch of folks for the correctional officers who work so hard in this state. And one of the young correctional officers took the microphone and had been working for 9 months, got a degree in criminal justice. And you know what? She said on the wages we pay her, she's on food stamps. They want to drug test her. Drug test her because she needs what we can't give her. And that's enough food to live on. We need to be worrying about raising the wages of our highway workers, our correctional workers, our Department of Human Services workers, all the workers of this state. If you pass prevailing wage legislation that drives the wages down, that is wrong. Would you agree? Right or wrong? Right or wrong? They want to close the courthouse doors. You know, they respect every amendment. and we respect the Second Amendment, the First Amendment. We're out here talking, that's the First Amendment. Right to bear arms, the Second Amendment. But yet when you want to go to court and hold people accountable for hurting you, for hurting a member of your family, for hurting your business, and you want to seek relief in the courts, they want to nail the courthouse doors shut, except for those who are privileged, and that's wrong. In fact, there's radical. Is it right or wrong? Wrong! In fact, there's a bill out there, and I think you guys can check with your lawyer friends, to try to do away with deliberate intent, that the widows and orphans of Upper Big Branch and Aracoma would not be able to bring a cause of action against Massey today for the deaths inside that mine. That's wrong. Right or wrong? Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you being here today. It is your job every day to tell the truth. I promise I will do it. You need to echo and amplify what's right and wrong and what's going on here, because only your voice will stop what's going on. I can't turn back the clock. The election is behind us. But I can certainly let you know as you talk to your friends that is anybody out here happy about the group they hired, the group they voted for, the group that's running this place? No! Well, you let them know that, because there are consequences to elections, ladies and gentlemen. When you stayed home, when your friends stayed home, and you pushed the wrong button, this is what you get. This is what you get. Right or wrong? Wrong! All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have some other people here that want to speak to you, and when they're done, I want you to get in your cars. If you see your legislators, get in your buses, get in your cars, get home safe to your families. But this rally is not just about today. We may have a rally in every county and every district in this state until the people of this state understand what's right and what's wrong. Thank you very much. Thank you for your time.